The Good Doctor. Once upon a time in the serene village of Eldoria, nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling river, there lived a doctor named Dr. Ethan Hart. Dr. Hart was not just any doctor, he was known far and wide for his unparalleled dedication to his patients and his unwavering moral compass. He had chosen to live in Eldoria, despite receiving numerous offers from prestigious hospitals in bustling cities. Dr. Hart believed that his true calling was to serve the simple villagers who had limited access to healthcare. Every morning, he would rise before dawn, his lantern casting a soft glow as he prepared his medical bag. The villagers adored him, for he treated each of them with the same care and respect, regardless of their social standing or financial means. He often worked late into the night, attending to the sick and injured, asking for nothing more than a warm smile and heartfelt thanks in return. One winter, a severe illness swept through Eldoria, striking down both young and old with a relentless fever and a debilitating cough. The villagers, who had always relied on Dr. Hart's expertise, now found themselves in dire straits. Dr. Hart worked tirelessly, visiting home after home, his presence a beacon of hope in the gloom of the epidemic. He would sit by the bedsides of the ailing, administering medicine, offering comforting words, and staying until he was certain they were out of danger. Despite the risk of contracting the illness himself, Dr. Hart never wavered in his duties. His compassion was boundless, and his determination to see his patients through the crisis unshakable. As days turned into weeks, his relentless efforts began to pay off. Slowly but surely, the villagers began to recover, and the dark cloud of the epidemic started to lift. In the midst of the crisis, a wealthy businessman from the city arrived in Eldoria, seeking Dr. Hart's expertise for his critically ill daughter. The businessman offered a substantial sum of money, pleading with Dr. Hart to come to the city and save his daughter. Despite the temptation of the financial reward, which would have eased his modest lifestyle, Dr. Hart declined. He explained that his duty was to the villagers who depended on him, and he could not abandon them in their time of need. Instead, he offered to teach the businessman how to care for his daughter, providing detailed instructions and sending him back with the necessary medicines. The businessman, initially angry and frustrated, eventually came to respect Dr. Hart's unwavering principles and left with a newfound admiration for the doctor's integrity and selflessness. As spring blossomed, Eldoria began to return to its usual tranquil self. The villagers, grateful for Dr. Hart's dedication, came together to show their appreciation. They organized a grand celebration in his honor, filling the village square with laughter, music, and heartfelt speeches. Dr. Hart was deeply moved by their gratitude, but he humbly reminded them that he was merely fulfilling his duty as a doctor. He spoke of the importance of community, compassion, and the moral responsibility each person had to care for one another. His words resonated deeply, and the villagers vowed to carry forward his legacy of kindness and selflessness. Dr. Hart's story became legend, a tale of the good doctor who put others before himself, teaching generations to come about the true meaning of service and the profound impact of a life lived with integrity and compassion.